Hi, I'm Mary Ellen Saganovich, and this is Miracles with Mary Ellen. Today on Miracles, I'm going to be speaking about the miracle of tears or crying and how that can create many miracles in your life. Tears are your body's release valve for stress, anxiety, frustration, sadness, grief, and many other emotions. You can have tears of joy when a baby is born. You can have tears of relief when a difficult situation has passed. And you can also have tears of grief when someone really close to you dies. It is a cleansing way to purge all of your pent up emotions so they do not lodge in your body as stress, fatigue, or pain. I encourage all of my clients to cry and get those toxins out. You don't want to hold them in. That will create disease and will create other things in your system. Both men and women, when they show tears, are showing signs of courage, strength, and healing. And I know a lot of you, men especially, when you're brought up, you're taught not to cry. Don't cry about that. You're a man. You're a man. Okay, societal teachings, like I have said before, are incorrect as I see it. So if you're a guy, allow yourself to cry. If you need to go in a quiet room and close the door and cry, please do it. All right? There are many different types of tears. Today, I'm speaking about the types of tears you cry when your emotions are out of whack and you need to heal. Emotional tears shed hormones and other toxins that accumulate during stress. Studies showed that crying stimulates the production of endorphins, the body's natural painkiller, and the feel good hormone. And don't you feel really good after you have a big cleansing cry? It's interesting to note that the human being is the only creature known to shed emotional tears. It's possible that elephants and gorillas do also. I've seen videos on both. However, I don't think I'm going to go up to a gorilla and ask him if he's had a good cry today. Not me. Crocodiles produce a reflex tears that are protective and healing. So when you hear the phrase crocodile tears, it's not an emotional tears. I don't think the crocodile's sad. Although, who am I to say I'm not a crocodile? Here are 6 reasons why you should cry. Tears help you to see. Tears not only lubricate your eyeball and eyelid, they prevent dehydration of the various mucous membranes in your eye. No lubrication, no eyesight. Number 2, tears kill bacteria. So no need looking for those Clorox wipes anymore. You've got tears. Your own antibacterial and antiviral agent working for you. Tears produce lysozyme. And I don't know if I said that right. It's Lysozyme. It's a fluid that kills 90 to 95% of all bacteria in just 5 to 10 minutes. That's why sometimes when you have a shopping cart and you get things on your hands and you haven't had time to go wash your hands and maybe you touch your eyes, then your eyes will start to water. The water is killing those toxins or those bacteria, the bad bacteria you just put on your face. Number 3, tears remove toxins. Emotional tears, those formed during stress or grief, actually remove toxins from your body. This is nature's natural therapy for you. You got to get those tears out. When I was studying spirituality in Atlanta at the Atlanta Awareness Center, which is still there, I highly recommend it. There was a story we learned, and it was about a lady who was diagnosed with cancer. She was very sad, so she went to her massage therapist, and massage is another great healing tool. And as she was getting a massage to get her toxins out, she was also crying and talking about the diagnosis she just had. She cried and cried so hard that when she got back to the doctor on Monday, guess what? No cancer. So if you're going through any kind of cancer treatment, give yourself permission to cry. Along with your cancer treatments, it'll help you. Okay? Number 4, crying can elevate your mood. Do you know what your manganese level is? I didn't, especially before I read this. When your manganese level is low, you feel better. Overexposure to manganese can cause anxiety, nervousness, irritability, fatigue, aggression, emotional disturbances, and tons of other things. Crying lowers a person's manganese level, bringing you back into balance. So sometimes when you feel like crying, it might just be that your manganese level is high and your body is telling you to get it lower. Number 5, crying lowers stress. Tears, really like perspiration, and exercising both relieve stress. Tears remove some of the chemicals built up in the body from stress. Suppressing tears increases your stress level and contributes to disease aggravated by stress, such as high blood pressure, heart problems, and ulcers. Do not suppress your tears. Number 6, tears release feelings. Crying is cathartic. It lets the devils out, those negative emotions out, before these negative emotions can wreak havoc on your nervous and cardiovascular system. So just like when I was speaking about in The Miracle of Laughter, you need to have a movie around that would make you cry. There are tons of movies out there that, you just put them in and you get to a certain point and you know you're going to cry at that moment. Now for me, and this isn't a crying moment, but every time I watch the movie Camelot, for some reason I cry. Even just at the beginning and through the whole movie. And it's just not a small cry, it's a really big boo-hoo cry. So I'm trying to think of what issue might have happened to me during that movie or during seeing that movie that I might still need to work through. That's what I do for myself, and that's the way I teach my clients. But have a good crying movie around that works for you. Tears are just one of the many miracles within your body that make it work. And we all take our bodies so much for granted. We eat the wrong things. We don't exercise. Come on, get moving, get out there, eat right, laugh, and give a good cry. Crying is essential to help you resolve grief, any type of loss or difficult situation. Tears help you to process this loss or your diagnosis so you can keep living with an open heart, staying out of depression. If you need to stomp, storm, sob, or cry to feel better and get on hand with living life to the fullest, do it. Give yourself permission to cry and also give yourself permission to laugh. Give yourself permission to live life to the fullest. Here is your self-talk for crying. When I feel like crying, I give myself permission to cry. I allow the toxins to flow out of my body. I'm not going to apologize for it because after a good cry, I feel cleansed, ready to be open to all of life's joys and pleasures. Once again, the self-talk for crying is, when I feel like crying, I give myself permission to cry. I allow the toxins to flow freely out of my body, and I'm not going to apologize for it because after a good cry, I feel cleansed, ready to be open to all of life's joys and pleasures. Thank you for joining me on Miracles with Mary Ellen. I hope you'll share this video with your friends and family, especially if you've learned something from it. Please check out my new website at AskMaryEllen.com, and I have a new Facebook page at Ask Mary Ellen on Facebook. So please check that out, and if you like it, please give it a good 5-star rating. I would appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I will see you next week with the miracle of service and how can being of service to others create so many miracles in your own life. I'll see you next week, so until then, make sure you give yourself permission to cry and also have a great laugh. Thank you very much. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.